Greetings everyone, T-Strats here, back with another Last of Us Part 2 video. First off, I'd like to thank both PlayStation and Naughty Dog for providing me with a early access copy of this game. I pre-ordered the game a long time ago and it looked like that pre-order was not going to arrive in time, and I am so thankful that Sony and Naughty Dog was able to provide me with this copy so I could get this information to you guys just that much sooner. So in today's video, I'm going to go over which of the survival skills are the best to upgrade and why. Now, once again, this is an early kind of a week one play. There will be no spoilers, nothing related to the story at all. That will come at a much later date. But right now, I just want to focus on this skills mechanic and which of the different skills are the best ones I feel to unlock early in the game. So when we go into Ellie's backpack, we can look at the menu and see 5 different supplement skills branches. I'm calling them branches because that's kind of the way that they work in this game, is you have to unlock them one at a time going down in order to get to the lower upgrades. And there are 5, but I will only be covering the first 4. The 5th one is one that you do not get until much later in Ellie's story, and I feel it's not even that great of one of the skill branches. So I'll be focusing on just the first 4 today. Now, each of the branches have different total amounts. So if you add up all of the upgrade amounts, you will get a total at the bottom. And there are 2 in particular that I feel are the best branches, and it just so happens they are also the highest amount cost to upgrade those branches. So the first one is survival. And survival has a listen mode speed 1, faster health kits, which are both 30. Then it bumps up to an increased health, which I think is one of the absolutely best ones, and that costs 60. Then listen mode 2, and finally endure, which is also 60. The total cost of this branch is 220 supplement parts. The next one is crafting. With the crafting, the very first, the craft melee upgrades, is very helpful, and it's only 20 supplement points. That's a pretty good value for that upgrade. Now next is faster crafting speed, which costs 40. And it's really great to have that, but I have found it's not really an essential component because I spent most of my crafting time during non-action moments. But every so often you would need to craft something quickly, and it is helpful for that. Next is smoke bombs. I found that the smoke bombs and the stun bombs, the smoke helped a little bit, but not really all that much. So to me, this is not really the best use of the supplement points. Improved health kits, this is a fantastic one. The health kits don't heal your entire health bar, and this makes them twice as effective. So it's kind of like having extra med kits. So definitely a helpful survival skill to have. The last one is craft more smoke bombs, which essentially just doubles some of your found scavenged parts. And it's an alright perk, but it's not great. The total cost to upgrade the entire crafting branch is 170 supplement parts. So next is the stealth branch, and to me this one is probably the most effective and most value branch that you can get for spending your supplements on. The very beginning, the very first thing is craft silencers, which for me is huge, and especially if you followed my lead with my best weapons to upgrade early, and if you have a very good pistol, then you're able to use a silencer on it, and that is pretty awesome for getting some great silent, sneaky engagements early. The second one is listen mode clarity, which costs 40 points to upgrade. Listen mode clarity is nice, but to me, not really essential, because as long as you know where the enemies generally are, to me, that's enough. The third is faster prone movement, which I feel I needed very much so. I think it's incredibly essential for getting those flanks, for getting away from dangerous situations, and for getting to great cover like with the grass here. It's a huge perk, and to me one of the essential ones that you want to get. The fourth, improved silencers. It basically, for 40 supplements, you just get to improve the durability of your silencers, make them a little bit more effective. The last one is faster stealth kills, which I could see being super helpful in later playthroughs and the higher levels, but maybe not so much this first one. So that's more of a new game plus kind of bonus. To upgrade all of the stealth components, it would cost you 210 supplement points, which is actually quite a bit. It is the second highest of all of them. The fourth upgrade branch is the precision branch, which is actually one that I really think is a good one as well, if for no other reason than the first two upgrades. Aim stability increase only costs 30 points, and it basically gives you 100% stability and 100% accuracy. It improves your aiming across all your weapons. So if you allocated your weapons parts towards the damage and some other like capacity, other things like that, this perk will help improve your aim just enough, a bit, that having foregone the stability improvements of those weapons, this one can help out across the board, which I think is great. It's one of the only upgrades that helps all the way across whenever using any weapon, which to me is really, really, really useful. The second one is faster aim movement. So you can move faster while you're aiming. It also, I haven't completely confirmed it, but it kind of seems like it speeds up the scope in time as well. The time that it takes to get from when you press the aim button to actually able to fire. But so far for me, I find that both of these perks seem to be well worth their 30 part cost. After that, there's listen mode range for 40 parts, which is great, but once again, not like essential. Holding your breath, which is another way of kind of improving your aim. And the one thing though is it kind of feels like you feel more static when you're pressing the L3 button down. It's more for like, I feel like sniping at distance that this is helpful, or using a silencer, some kind of like sneaky silenced weapon where your opponents have not identified you yet. Once they've identified you, it's really tricky to engage them while holding your breath. And the last one is craft more arrows. Arrows are always helpful in this game. It's a very strong silenced weapon, but they too tend to break a lot more than I feel like they did in the first game. You need to notch those headshots. If you get headshots, a lot of times you have a better chance of your arrows surviving. The total cost to upgrade the entire precision branch is 180 supplement parts, which is actually one of the lower ones. The last upgrade branch is the explosives upgrade branch. And yes, it does have the explosive arrows that we saw in the initial gameplay years ago at this point, which is super nice to have these explosive arrows, but the rest of it kind of just makes your Molotovs and your trap mines just that much more effective. But I really don't think it is the greatest upgrade branch. And also, it's the last one you get in the game. So the value you get out of those upgrades is really diminished compared to some of these other upgrades that you're able to unlock far earlier. So lastly, out of all these skills, which ones would I focus and prioritize on and allocate first? I would start with the survival skill branch, upgrade the first three, the listen mode movement, the faster health kits, and the increased health percentage. That costs 120 parts from that branch. Then I would go to the crafting, the melee, the very first upgrade, which is 20 parts for that one. Then I would go to the stealth branch and upgrade the first three, the silencers, the listen mode clarity, and of course the faster prone movement. And then the last ones that I would absolutely prioritize is on the precision branch, the first two, the aim stability and the faster aim movement, which both cost a combined of 60. These various perks that I just described, 3 from the survival, 1 from the crafting, the first 3 stealth, and the 2 precision, cost only 300 total supplement points. For me, if you want to get your best value, this is the perks that I would put my points on, at least at first. Obviously, as the game continues, you'll get more supplements and you can upgrade more. But if you played on a very difficult level, these are the ones that I would focus on. So yeah, with that having been said, I hope you enjoyed this. I will do a more detailed breakdown of more of these systems at a later date. Right now, I just want to get more of a simplified version of the ones that I would focus on first. Once again, huge thanks to PlayStation and Naughty Dog for getting me a free copy of this game and early access. I appreciate it so very much. This game is really, really amazing. I can't wait to share more with you about this. And at some point, I'm going to do a review of the story, and we can get into that as well. But with that having been said, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch you all later. Have a good one. Cheers.